and teammate, you guys ready to take
Yep,
notes?
recorder's on.
Record?
Yeah.
Yep, it's on.
All right. So basically, again, this comp, again, most comps are like most kind of a lot of the meta right now, no matter what the comp is, it's a lot of kind of like your let me make this, can I make this smaller somehow, or yeah. So a lot of the comp is God. Okay, a lot of the comp is like, you have your back line, right? And then just like last meta with the ball, you have your front line, right? Or not front line, but your kind of mobile heroes. Except in this meta, Echo is a lot more. Echo is kind of like her hybrid, right? She peels a lot. If especially against ball, she'll peel a lot because she's super good. Like um, she's super good with like getting like the focusing beam on like a low HP ball after you like stun him and whatever it is. And especially because if they're running like a Mercy Echo, you can't play aggressive like as like Death Knot can't play as aggressive because the Mercy Echo is just gonna punish him and kill him every time. So he has to play more passive, and then only go in once they have low resources. Once the Mercy can't really just hard pocket him, she has to heal the rest of the team, etc. And that's kind of when you can pop off. But before that, you're just kind of poking from range and like peeling for your supports. So basically, I'm just gonna be talking like this. I mean, we're not gonna go super in depth because there's just kind of like a hyper major mistake you're making, like Beepo, Seraph, and you guys are making. There's a hyper major mistake that like Dwang, teammate, and Kiddo, you guys are kind of making. Just kind of like fundamentally, not saying you guys were bad. Like I didn't explain the comp to you, so I don't expect you guys to understand the basics whatsoever. But like you guys didn't play it bad whatsoever. But actually, like the biggest example comes in the first engagement. Uh, So you guys should be scouting. But we will. Okay, right here. So positioning wise, back line is pretty good, right? Kiddo wants to be playing this corner right here. Teammate and Dwang playing up here is fine to start, but once the fight starts to go, you wanna going back here is pretty good because then Kiddo can back up. Kind of play around here if he wants to still have LOS. You have LOS as the entire point, but you're also staying on a corner. Me and Timmy talked about this a lot about how good corners are for supports because if you guys take damage or get poked, you guys don't have to like. If you guys are set up right here and you guys take damage, you've nowhere to go. You're just sitting out the open. Where if you were to play position like right here, then if you guys take damage, you guys can just back behind this wall, and they can't shoot you whatsoever. You guys understand?
Yeah.
And also and you guys think, oh well, wouldn't positioning in here be really better because uh also have a roof? The fact is probably no. You don't really want to be positioning in hyper enclosed spaces with this comp because a lot of what Brig does, like teammate will talk about this later on like second stuff, but a lot of what you're doing is let me just is a lot you're doing on Brig. Let me get a better angle here. Is kind of just like you are. So let's say you guys are positioned back here, right? As the fight goes on, you and Brig just sits behind this, like not sit, like sits, and you just are making sure that their ball can't just like roll up and pile drive for free. You're making sure that you know where that ball is at all times. If you can't see that ball, you're looking around. Where's the ball? Is he coming around from this angle? Is he coming around from over here? Is he coming from high ground? Because you need to be on top of either whip, like best case scenario, you flail him away as he's rolling in, or you make sure you get that stun off. Because a lot of times you'll be kind of like just kind of pushing up with your Zarya. Uh, like let me just this arrow's annoying. A lot of times you'll just kind of
Drift forward.
yeah, drift forward, which is fine. We'll talk about that later. But you kind of either it's miscommunication or something like that, and then you have no idea where that ball is, and then Dwang's left here in the back, and their ball just swoops around here, pile drives and kills Dwang for free. Where
Okay.
So that's just kind of explain the basics of that. But the main issue here is
I
Beepo.
jumped. Yeah.
Yeah, disengage. First of all, it's not a very good engagement because one, you're out of LOS,
Hmm. I jumped to get that echo and I shouldn't have.
right?
Yeah.
Two, they have all their cooldowns.
I don't.
When I say CDs, it's cooldowns.
Hmm.
Three, um, they're all there, right?
Yeah.
They, uh,
Yeah. That was a bad
that's
decision
three.
by me. As I
Yeah,
saw the
you
echo
know,
low
right?
and I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. No, it just
Because
got me killed.
yeah, basically, especially if even if you get the kill here, right, and you
Hmm.
somehow escape, they just res it. So there's just like you
Okay.
know, you're paying $700, and if you win the lottery, you get $3, right? Like
Okay.
it's um a $7 lottery ticket. So basically, what this comp wants to do is number one, kind of what I talked about, and like that. I posted something in Discord, like the little like arrows, and then like the what to do next, stuff like that. Like obviously, it's super cookie cutter. It's not gonna happen every single time, but it's basically like learning how to like you know something like Nate talks about or absorb, whatever it is. Basically, what that means is they're gonna dive you, and you're gonna survive that dive, and then they're gonna use all their cooldowns onto you, and then now you're gonna have all your cooldowns, and they're gonna have none. So then you can push up with that. You guys understand?
Hmm.
So basically, what people you want to be doing here is maybe you sit on this corner here and you just poke. Like you're already just like you're not jumping in, right? Because remember, uh, you're playing like Doomfist for example. Doomfist he doesn't want to just throw in all his CDs to get a kill.
Yeah.
He wants to try and get there with as little CDs as possible, and then use his CDs to get out.
Okay.
Same with Monkey, right? You don't want to jump in. You want to just be like chilling and then not really risking that, like and then jumping out.
Yeah.
Basically, um, that's kind of like with dive. This isn't really like a divey comp. So basically, you're just trying to poke, get like at chokes is really good. Like so, they have a choke here, right? They have a choke here. It's kind of like the two ways they can enter.
Hmm.
So it's playing like around here is really good because one, you're on a corner, right? If you take damage, you can
Yeah.
just back away. And this is really good because if someone comes out this door, right, or a couple, you can cleave them and get a whole bunch of alt charge, force out cooldowns maybe, and then if they pressure you and the echo comes in, stickies you, you just jump out and you're safe,
Okay.
right? You're also in Dwang's LOS because remember he'll be playing back here, playing
Yeah.
back like here's fine a good start. I'm not saying that's wrong, but like basically positioning outside of chokes, right? If you go to different point of the map here, like let's say you guys kind of like the cart's like right here, and then the enemies coming out of spawn, right? There's
Hmm.
two ways of entry, and you know that your Anna's probably going positioning like back there, like not on the jail, but you know what I'm saying?
In that
Hmm.
in that hallway.
Yeah. Uh, like she's probably gonna be playing like around here, right? Um, so, oops, but basically like a good position for you is the position right here, right? Because when they come out of the choke, you can hit like six people with your Tesla cannon, getting all
Hmm.
charge. For example, while singing your NLS. Uh, and then basically, so what I was talking about is their ball is gonna, let's say you're playing here, their ball jumps in on your back line, that's back position back here. Your Zarya is going to bubble probably the Ana. The Brick's gonna stun him. The Echo's gonna sticky him. The Echo's gonna laser him. Either kill him or get him really low. Your Zarya's gonna have a bunch of charge. Uh, you're gonna have a bunch of alt charge. You're still gonna have all your cooldowns. Um, and then you guys, the Zarya, because remember the Zarya is a hero that wants to play aggressive. Zarya doesn't want to poke from range. Zarya can then take space with your backline. So maybe the Ana, like if they use all their cooldowns, their Ana maybe gets out of here and it starts pushing up. Ana sits here, and then Zarya's at the choke fighting their backline when their balls, super low, whatever. Their Brig use all her packs, their Echo use all her cooldowns, whatever it is. And then now your Zarya is high charge. shooting a backline with no cooldowns themselves, right? So, and that's if you get in that scenario, you're gonna win 99% of the time. Where if you jump in, they're just gonna like force you out or kill you, and then they're just gonna play as slow as they want, with as doing as little as they need to, because their Zen is gonna get value. Or they oh sorry, they don't even have a Zen, but basically gonna be like their Mercy's gonna give you a lot of value, right? She's gonna be pocketing the Echo, so the Echo is gonna be poking a lot more, getting a lot more ult charge or whatever. And it's gonna poke you out because the Ana is not gonna get that. Ana's not gonna be dishing out that much damage. She doesn't have Discord or whatever. So the longer the fight goes on, like their comp is really stupid. I'm gonna be honest. Like with the Brig, like who's the Brig protecting? Nobody, but whatever. But let's say they had a Zen, for example. Like the longer the fight goes on, the worse it is for you guys if they play from range. So, but another thing you can do, Beepo, um, is like if when they dive your backline,
Mhm.
that is a time for you to push in, jump forward, uh, jump their brig with the tracer. Let's see where Seraph is.
Inside.
Okay, Seraph's pretty aggressive. I wouldn't really recommend that, but that's like not a terrible spot. And then you go aggressive, and now it's just their brig alone with everybody else over here, and
Okay.
these backlines should be able to survive it. So that's kind of like basically what I'm going to talk about, and I'll just bring up examples throughout the VOD review. Um, and then you guys can just work on that for next scrim. So we'll see how this first fight goes out. So you see, Beepo, you have no bubble or anything because he went super
Mhm.
aggressive. He died, and then Seraph doesn't recall whatever. Even if he recalled, probably gonna die because he's in the backline already. They jump in. You see how even just the Ana Brig was able to survive the ball Diva?
Yeah.
Like, Kiddo didn't even have his bubble because he bubbled you, Beepo,
Okay.
and they still survived it. Another thing we talked about is on a map like Hollywood where it has these like really important areas like high grounds. Maps like whatever Numbani, Volskaya, or maybe not Volskaya
Verticality.
as much, but like yeah, verticality. Since the Zarya doesn't have, she can't just jump up there. You guys have to position high ground to start, and then if you have to drop, you have to drop, but you can't just give it up for free.
Okay.
Don't worry, I won't get caught
I
out.
never get caught out.
Just figured that
Okay, we'll
out.
just skip until again. This is
I
just
love it.
staggering. Nothing really major here. Okay, so this is where the fight kind of starts. So again, look at this. Is this ball ever gonna kill anybody
Mm-mm.
with their backline? Never. Like he's just never gonna do anything. Teammate, again, good job. As long as you get that stun up on the ball. Granted, he's feeding. Like, look at where his team is. Like,
Mhm.
no one's around him. But again, you punish him. Hopefully, he dies. Okay, he dies. And like, this is a time where, yeah, you can take space. Where like Kiddo's doing. Nano, okay, like this is a good fight. Granted, they kind of just handed you the win, but
We take what we can get.
yeah, you take what you can get. So basically, right, the cart's here. Sorry, the cart's like right here. You're not scared of C9ing, right? You don't need to have like a bunch of people sitting on the cart.
Mhm.
If you guys are scared of that and need someone to touch a cart, it's gonna be Seraph as the tracer,
Mhm.
90% of the time. Um, because Seraph is tracer. He's not really like he doesn't really need a peel for you guys, so he doesn't really need to help the back line. He can just kind of pester some people from behind. He can just put like annoying people in cart. Tracer's not really like getting entry picks here. She's just kind of like if she pops off in the mid fight.
Okay.
So that's just something keep in the back of your head.
And obviously
So right
self
now,
diving with me, right?
yeah.
No.
So right now, you guys are just you guys should be racing high ground. Kiddo, you need to be going high ground. So again, Kiddo's like no one's on cart, which is fine. Like I didn't tell you guys Tracer needs to be in cart, so But you see, like, their ball can easily, like, if I don't know if Kiddo has his personal. Okay, so they have your personal, so their ball can't just insta punish you. Um, but their tracer echo, if they land stickies or whatever, that's annoying sound. If they like force out your bubble, it's just free pile drive, especially if they Valk, they have a little damage boost. They just pile drive with the Diva that's in free kill on the Kiddo if he's all alone. So Kiddo,
Mhm.
you need to make sure that you're always around your brig. Again, if you're sitting high ground and then you give up a bit of cart progress, but then now they're all low ground, you can drop, but you just can't be like, I'm gonna start low ground and then just gonna take high ground for free and then just surround you and kill you.
Okay.
So basically take high grounds. And again, it's another scenario. Like kid, like teammate, soccer, who's ever on the brig. Like basically, you guys just want to be playing right here, right? If Dwayne's playing here,
Right.
you guys want to be playing here because realistically, um, you're not gonna be like you're not fragging people out. You're not fragging out this brig, whatever it is. You're not like
Mhm.
trying to. You're not a Zen player trying to get value on off angles. You're playing here, wherever Dwayne wants to play, really. Um, maybe like wherever it is. If Dwayne drops, you drop with him. You're basically just protecting him because if Dwayne misses his sleep, Dwayne's gonna die because
Right.
he's all alone.
Yeah, we get a little too split.
Hmm.
And then like again, you see Dwayne. Like this
Yeah.
isn't like exactly like is something on the low ground. Okay, Dwayne's on the low ground, but like see this like how easily. I'm not saying it's just Dwayne's positioning fault. I'm not saying it's teammates. I'm not saying whoever it is, but there obviously is a miscommunication here or no communication at all. And Dwayne is now all alone by himself. Like where Dwayne probably should be playing, over here maybe because again, you have this corner, right? This isn't like the optimal area because yeah, the ball can probably come behind, but Kiddo's playing like right Kiddo like not Kiddo, teammates playing right here. And if you guys want to push up, you guys can push up through here and take the space on the cart. Um, but like you're just positioned right here. Even if Zarya and Brig were here, like realistically, you're not gonna have any LOS. You're gonna be playing in a tiny little room. Uh, so basically, okay, stack up. I'm gonna repeat myself a lot this scrim or this review. Like obviously, yeah, they don't really punish Dwayne, but that's not really like that's just their kind of fault. And you see now Kiddo's all alone. He doesn't have LOS of Diana. And let's also look at how Bipo and Sarah play this.
Yeah, I probably should have dropped off the backside instead of dropping off on the closer side of that building.
Yeah, even if you did make that mistake, again, just playing like right here is a good. It's not a good
Yeah.
angle, but it's a better angle than sitting in a tiny little room where you can only
Hmm.
see out like whatever two doorways. We're just gonna watch see what.
Oh, bad.
Okay, so you attempt to peel Seraph. So again, when they when you notice Beepo that they are like their ball uses pile driver, and then their diva is like back way back here. This is
Hmm.
a time for you to try and punish this brig because
Okay.
you know that their ball can't really go onto like they can because of like the poor positioning of your back line, but like realistically, if your back line is positioned properly, then this is a time where you can go on um the brig because they have no really resources to punish you again. Also, like, again, still timing issue. Beepo and Death Knot. Like when Death Knot really goes aggressive, Beepo you have to make sure that, or Death Knot whatever. Like Beepo jumps out and then Death Knot goes in.
Okay.
So now Death Knot has no fly. Again, it's not Beepo's issue. It's not Death Knot fault. It's just kind of.
Instead of diving together, we dove separate.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was my bad. I think I was still learning how to communicate the jumps with this in the beginning.
All good. All good. All right. Okay, so this is playing winnable here. So again, oops. Look at how your backline. Look at where you guys are. Like, on a space in between here, a space between here. Like, Brig, like, you're not really like again, Brig. You're like a protector. You're protecting the Zarya and protecting the Ana. But when you're playing right here, you're not really protecting anybody. And that's not me saying again. It's not me saying Brig is out of position. Like for all I know, Dwayne just silently ran over here. I don't know what it is, or maybe Kiddo ran over there. But make sure that you guys are communicating backline. Kiddo, like pushing up here, it's fine, right? If you have charge and you have maybe you have bubbles, whatever, they use users and somebody else, it's fine to go aggressive. You want to go aggressive, but if your backline is not helping you, you're gonna die. Um, and so like again, just making sure you guys are a group. You're not like you guys are pushing forward as a circle, and you guys aren't just spread out.
Yeah, I can communicate where I'm going more.
Okay. I'll mostly be trying. I'll try and do a better job of following you guys about.
Yeah, and also another bad thing with this is it's like if they dive Kiddo, which is like I don't know what their brig's doing, but if they dive Doing and then Doing's like, oh, I need help. Now Kiddo's like 360ing trying to bubble somebody. Um, like maybe he's even out of range here so far away, but like you need to make sure that you can help with because if they do a proper dive and this team wasn't kind of so like unorganized and they do a proper dive on Dwayne, if even if Dwayne's with his brig, like you need the Zarya because Zarya's gonna dish out a whole bunch of damage and she's gonna get the extra bubble off. Basically, whatever they throw at you, you're gonna um survive it. And one more thing, okay, so basically so far we'll just talk about right now. We'll a little halfway point. We'll do. So we talked about what backline
Mm-hmm.
together, right? So that's one thing. And then number two, again, uh, we'll say again. I don't even know what to call them. It's not really a front line, but
Divers.
yeah, divers. How can we say it? The divers? Divers don't dive. Like to start, don't dive. I mean, it's very
Oh
counterintuitive, but
boy,
like
that's gonna be hard.
yeah, but you wait to dive. That's basically what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like um, and then
swipe
so
right
that's kind of
now.
like
Swiping.
this is what I really want to focus on. And then obviously mention some micro things about some individual
Mhm.
players. Just another thing, uh, kind of like it's not really in this kind of big picture thing, but just kind of the third biggest thing is trying to get kiddo charge. Um, get get kiddo charge. Again, this is a little. It's a small thing, but it'll get the kiddo so much more damage because the longer, like, if kiddo's high charge and it's a longer fight, he's just gonna he's gonna hard kill you guys if he's 70 plus charge, and the fight goes on for a minute. Like, he's just gonna dish out like 3,000 damage and charge up 6 grabs.
Okay.
So basically, how you get this, pretty simple, right? You need to make sure that you don't just waste or you bubble too late, and what or I don't know what I'm doing right now, but like, you make sure that you're not bubbling too late, that you bubble for charge, and then they just dive you, and then now you have no bubble. Um, so you need to make sure that you're doing it like super early on in the fight, and if he uses bubble for charge, like, you guys can't really just push up. Like, you guys have to like do it in a time where you're kind of like around here, right? You guys walk out of spawn, bubble your tracer normally, and your tracer triple blinks in, gets a bunch of charge and then recalls out. And then now you guys kind of, you walk, take your angles, and then by the time you guys get in position, now you have your bubble again. Same thing, you can do it to you're basically getting most of your charge off of your friendly bubbles. And then maybe beepo again. You're not jumping in, but let's say you guys are, playing around here. Oh, and then beepo's like right here. You bubble beepo, beepo walks around this corner, everybody shoots him, and then beepo jumps out. And then you guys, wait for your bubble, beepo walks in, and now you guys take an actual fight. Um, So just like keeping that in mind. So kiddo just say, Seraph, I want charge, and then Seraph triple blinks, bubble him. Uh, People I want charge, you walk forward, get him. Again, it's a small thing, but the amount of damage kiddo will be doing is very good.
So we'll like set up Kiddo for the fight before it happens.
Yeah, like you don't want kiddo going into the fight. Like the fight starts, like the engagement starts, and kiddo's at 0 charge. You want kiddo to be
Okay.
around 40 to 60 charge, depending on if you won the last fight or not.
Yeah, that makes
Again,
a lot of sense.
small thing is just you guys like straight up never did it. So again, kiddo's getting kiddo's good aim. It's just he's not really he's kind of throwing a noodle around at people. And Seraph, Death Note sometimes too. Another little individual thing. Make sure that you guys, again, in this kind of in between fight stage where the engagement's not going to happen, maybe even like 5 seconds before this. Like right around now, like you guys need to be just scouting information again. Like uh, so like Seraph, go high ground really, because that's where they're probably going to be. Death Knot maybe like walk out here, make sure okay they're all pushing main, because you guys will just like run forward, and then their ball is probably just gonna pile drive on top of you, and you have no idea. Your Briggs are gonna have no idea, so she can't really whip shot him or stun him, and then it's just gonna catch you guys by surprise, and then that's why you guys lose. Where if you guys know where the ball is, and you like you poke out the ball, or the ball kind of just has to like throw himself at you guys, and you guys can stop it. That's when you guys are gonna win the fight, because then the ball's not going to kill anybody. But when the ball is like comes up from behind you and you have no idea about it, that's when he's going to actually secure kills, because you guys aren't going to be able to land your skill downs on him, whatever. So just making sure you guys are doing that.
Right.
Death Knot, it's also super important because a lot of Echo is like, especially against Echo Mercy, you want to make sure that the Echo isn't like you want to make sure you know where the other Echo is, because you don't want
Yeah.
the Echo to jump up on you and kill you, because with the Mercy pocket she can kill you so fast. Like if she lands like half her sickies
Right.
on you, it just insta beams and kills you.
Yeah, I was scared as fuck to engage, so I just
Yeah,
left her alone until like
yeah. So you're basically
the fight
poking,
started.
and you're making sure that you never ever aggressively use your little jump before she does, like before the other Echo does, because then you'll, let's say this is you and then this is the other Echo. You jump up, you're gonna float, and then when you start floating down, the other Echo's gonna jump up, and then now she's gonna be right here shooting you with a mercy pocket, and then you have nowhere to go. You have no clue to
Right.
get out.
Yeah.
So that's just something like be scared of the Echo,
Okay.
and make sure you
I,
know where
I
she's at all
was.
times. Yeah,
I was scared as fuck of that shit, dude. That's like the bitch has blue beam on her all the fucking time. Get me out of here.
Again, if you think if you just cancel out the other echo and she has mercy, then you're automatically like taking it. It's like getting a pick because then the mercy's not getting any value. Again, like that ball, like he could have easily gone on your back line, like, and he doesn't. Again, that's just another thing. Like this positioning with your guys' how you guys are playing backline, I really like this because what it is. Yeah, Kiddo is not like on top of you guys, but you guys have great LOS. You guys are on a corner here. Um, you guys can see Kiddo, like you guys can see this whole lane, and then once Kiddo gets charged and starts pushing up, and he wants to go over here, then you guys can push up to here, take this little mega. But this is very good positioning. And Brig, you're right next to your Ana, so if their ball pile drives the Ana, you're right there to stop them.
Right.
Again, I'm just repeating myself, but it's just big thing as well. Again, like realistically, Seraph, yeah, he just gets a 2K pulse and wins it. But if he misses it or not, you guys are still gonna win this fight because you guys their ball engaged, right? It was a terrible engage from him, but then you guys stopped it. No one died, and then Beepo jumped in after. They had no resources. Their ball couldn't do anything about it. People definitely want to kill their Brig because their Brig's alone, and then you guys just gonna win the fight off that. So there's a very, other than the scouting part, it was a very good fight. Yeah. So look again. You have your choke point that they're coming from, right? They can come from here. So like Beepo was a good spot.
Around the corner where the payload is.
Yeah, right here, right? Which is where
Mhm.
you are, which is good. Um, on a Brig against a good spot, maybe he's like back here, right? If you want to go really aggressive, it's back here, but it's probably not the best choice. Back here's like again, it's fine, but it's gonna be hard for you guys to have LOS if Kiddo wants to go aggressive around this corner. So maybe playing back here, so then you guys have LOS of like all this. Just keeping this in mind. It seems very, yeah. It just took me 20 seconds to explain it, but if you guys get it down, you guys will just do it by muscle memory. Again, like it's hard to really like review it and you guys see how you guys get punished because their ball just only pile drives nobody. Like he never ever hits the back line. But like
In
if you're playing against
theory,
a good
like
ball, yeah. Like if the
Mhm.
ball's
Then I choose a
like
freaking
the
Echo
the ball
Mercy.
is just pile driving the first person he sees at all times.
also their Echo Mercy did a
Yeah,
thing.
stagger like hard. It was
Like you
hilarious.
see that
I
though?
can't,
Sorry.
I can't believe I went up there with you and I didn't know they were there.
I know.
Seraph, I know you're here, but when you're watching the VOD, also the secret code I want you to answer is gonna be 1111. I'll ask him. Make sure he watches the video. Like set up on a make sure you're on
Alright.
tracer. Make sure on tracer that you're you're on the high ground. Like you're starting the fight on high ground because it's really good. Because now you can pressure them out. Like if their echo jumps up here, you can pressure them out. Where if you start low ground like you're doing around here's not bad because again you're denying the stairway, but it's way better to be up here because if you're not up there, the echo can just jump up and then she's just kind of like she can just sit up here because you can't jump up, you can't be here and then just teleport up here. Where if you start here, um, you always have the option. You can start like you're not really a sniper. You don't really need a good LOS. You can just sit up here. You're ready for people to engage when he wants to. If you need a drop, you can drop. But just gives you more options. Good for most maps too. A good backup. I mean, just good backup. How Kiddo dies against backup. Good thing.
Dwayne lives and Death Knot loses both of his copies somehow.
Yeah.
It's just I want. What's this?
Oh yeah. There's like 2 copies.
I swear I put my shield up.
And I did. Why would you? Why would you do that? Why would you? Why would
I
you
was
wait for it to drop and then stun it as it's standing still?
I don't know. I thought it was going farther than it was.
Again, just as another thing, like corners is really good. Like, I know that Winston booped you guys all around, but realistically, if you guys were just playing here, the Winston can't really boop you around.
That's
Like,
me.
Mhm.
I'm the monkey.
if they use a like an alt, right, whatever, Diva Bomb, High Noon, whatever, you guys can just back around the corner and out of LOS. Or if you're playing on the open, you guys start out in the open, like around here, and then the Winston kind of
I'm the monkey. They
the
don't
Winston
have a,
kind of booped you around. So I know you guys weren't like in the
They
middle.
don't have monkey.
they don't have a monkey. That's me in Primal Rage.
It's you? Okay, well you guys are out in the open.
They're Echo duplicated.
Wait, no, 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 no,
Um,
no, no,
Dead
no.
and
They're
Echo duplicate
copy.
into Monkey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, the
okay.
Echo copy. Yeah. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beppo, shut up, Beppo.
Oh, God.
Fuck you, K-pop Jim Halbert.
Yeah. So, yeah. So basically, I know again. It's yeah. Just play in corners.
Corner.
Don't play in the open. Yeah, corners good. Corners your buddy.
I think that basically ends the round.
Yeah, except for a giant.
So again, I'm just like
skull.
really repeating what I'm saying. Like
Looks
I might
so funny with that monkey getting run over by the car. He's just getting slid up to the point.
like I know I'm just harping on the same thing, but like I don't want to go. Okay, I'll do micro stuff like Kiddo getting charged or whatever, Seraph on high ground, but those kind of like big things.
Yeah.
I don't want to I don't want to go. Okay, your nade right here is not very good because could have hit 2 people and hit 1.
Yeah, come on, Dwayne.
You nerd.
Yeah, I don't want to go into super big
Right.
stuff like that. So so right now, again, something I want you guys to always do is never ever engage before you know what that comp does, what the other comp does. Don't peek the wall until you know what the other comp does, and
Okay.
like what do you want to do?
Yeah, I
a
don't
lot
think
of,
we ever do that, do we?
yeah, like
Yeah,
'cause,
no,
like
never.
realistically,
Me and Seraph
guys-
need to scout. We
like
need to scout more.
like if you guys just jump in, like which I think you guys do,
Oh yeah, we go balls deep. Yep.
like their comp's gonna counter you first of all, but that extra 5-10 seconds is gonna take you guys to go, okay, they've counter dive, let's poke and then dive afterwards. Or have our Zarya take aggressive angle, then go in. Stuff like that. Like rather than just we have dive, we're gonna jump. Go. Like before you don't even know who you're going on. Who are we diving? The middle, like the middle of the team, the cart. We're diving the point, Like know what you're gonna do before you're gonna do it. Because they just change up their entire comp really and how they want to play their comp. Because what they used to do, what their old comp was, is very like engage heavy. Like they want to go onto you, but now they're on a very we're gonna sit back and poke. So you guys can't you guys have to be super super cautious, Beepo and Seraph because they have again they have Hog now, they have Sigma. Um, their Echo can still punish you. Uh, and then Ash wants to poke and play slow, where Ash doesn't want to dive onto you. So basically, what you guys want to do
Dive
is
the hog.
is this high ground's really good here. I think you guys take
That's
it.
where I'd go. Yep.
Yeah, you guys want to go like the high ground. Simple. They're handing it over to you. Might as well take it. And then you basically want to just poke, like get Kiddo charge. I'm not saying like 1v1 the Ash, but like get charge on Kiddo. Wait for your cooldowns, and then go. And then since you guys are on the high ground, you guys can easily. Yeah, me and Beepo, we're gonna jump up here, and we're not gonna go into this cafe and fight them in cafe. because then we're out of heal rest. But we can sit up here. We're gonna have high charge. Kiddo can maybe play point, and force because they don't have too much mobility. You can just kind of go high charge and play aggressive. And then now they're just all sitting in this room, and then they have to push out. Um, rather than just we're gonna jump this roadhog.
Mhm.
Everybody's gonna look at Beepo, and everybody's gonna kill Beepo, and then we have to reset.
Yeah. I like how we don't do a single thing you say this push. That's the best part about it.
Actually, you think
I
you
mean,
guys?
we got it,
There
right?
was a single thing. There was a
Okay,
single thing.
okay, so you go
That's
high
cute.
ground,
Okay, that
right?
was the only thing I think.
Then
Because me and Steph go into that room.
And like, I can't follow you.
okay, Beepo
Very
drops.
She's like, I get healed. And we go into
Beepo
the
jumps.
room.
All right, so it's okay. It's good. It's good, right? And then Beepo goes in this room, right? And why is this room bad? Same thing with jumping over here. You're out of LOS. You're not gonna kill anybody.
Mhm.
Realistically, like okay, you get to kill in the brig,
And we get
but
the
you know
ash here.
like if this team wasn't like
If
I
they
don't know what
weren't bad, we'd
like
we would
why
get
is the
punished.
Roadhog there? Like it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, look
Like
how far we pushed the ash after this. It's great.
yeah, like why is there like if the Roadhog was like playing with his team or playing
Mhm.
counter dive like the whole team wants to do, not dive hog, then like then you would be hooked and dead. You would not have killed the brig. The brig would have hooked you. Then right after you get hooked, you're gonna get bashed, and then right after you get bashed, you're gonna get dynamited, and after you get dynamited, you're gonna get stickied, and then after you get sticky, you're gonna get laser beamed down and die instantly.
Nah.
And
Um,
maybe a rock.
and
Maybe
then get
a rock.
rocked afterwards. You're gonna rock your dead body, and then you're gonna lose.
No, we just push the ash to their spawn instead.
So against these like Roadhog comps that are super like anti dive, you can't just
Mhm.
jump in really ever, even if you
Okay.
have bubble.
Okay.
Beppo really went on a suicide mission.
Oh yeah, me and Sarah won in, man.
Okay, this is good. Like Kiddo takes space here. I at least see you guys. At least he uses that. People went back here, and you guys push in with it. But like realistically, people should not be surviving back here. Like he shouldn't live back there at all. He should be dead. He should die before he hits the ground every single time.
Oh god.
The people monkey man is a threat, man. Just saying.
They're so scared of actually just shooting
God, I
at you.
completely lose track of their brig. It's hilarious.
They don't know how to play against the people monkey.
Okay, and
Monster.
okay. So and one more thing, just one like I don't really want you guys swapping off this comp too much because it's not really too many things that can like counter it if like by just better comp really. Like yeah, you're gonna lose some, but that's gonna be because of you guys playing, not
Us.
because of the
Okay.
comp.
Mhm.
One swap is who's ever on the brig. If they're on a comp that has no or like that doesn't have any flankers, so like no ball, no tracer. I mean Genji even. I don't know if anybody's gonna play Genji, but whatever it is, you can swap off Brig and then go Mercy, and then you can pocket Death Knot. Then Death Knot can go more aggressive, because then you playing Brig here. Like obviously, the first fight, I don't expect you to run back to spawn, but
Come on, teammate, run back
like
to
you're
spawn.
not you're like nobody on this team can really dive you, and the Echo, yes, but then Death Knot should be able to counter him. Dwayne can even shoot him if he wants. Because Ana is a very good like. You hit one or two shots on this Echo, she's forced out.
Yeah, I actually killed her this fight.
Yeah, so you're not really like Brig is basically like a protection, but because they have no flankers, you're kind of like a bodyguard to, Jimmy on the street that no one's hunting for him.
Yeah, just don't pull people and go deep into them.
You're not gonna touch Jimmy.
Jimmy, what?
You ain't touching Jimmy on the street, dude.
Yeah.
That's not very sanitary.
So again, like something you guys can do right now is you have maybe okay if you guys didn't die here, you have your Tracer Sicart, and then just everybody else goes to this high ground, and then you guys just wait high ground, and then Seraph pushes cart, and whenever they want to push, whenever they want to contest Seraph, then you guys can engage a fight. But if you guys all like your whole back line here sits cart, they're just gonna take high ground here, and you have nothing. Like your Ana and Brig can't dive the high ground,
Right.
or help anybody in high ground.
Okay.
So again, don't just do it for this map. take this info and say, okay, we want to bring on a high ground to every single map that has high ground like this.
Got it.
Not every single one, but like most of them.
Hmm.
Because again, especially if they have Ash, their Ash is gonna sit here and just shoot you guys for free.
Yeah.
Ash is just gonna be playing Kovacs basically. Again, right? Like you guys all sack cart, and then the Ash sat here, and then shot whoever came in our LOS, and you guys just died.
Hmm.
I fed.
You pulled a beepo.
Holy shit, Beba, you almost
And
died.
again, here,
I
this is
get
for
it
all.
quick.
This is for all maps, all comps. Going this way, right? Going like down the main is not
Poo-poo.
is worse than going here because they're going to the same spot, but you're playing in cover. Think about that for all maps and all comps. You don't want to take
Okay.
damage. There's no comp that wants to take damage. So you guys need like take if you can get to the same spot at the same speed, going without being seen, without being able to be shot, then go that way. Just think about that because like look how much damage you guys take.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Like Beep
take a
almost
lot.
dies.
Oh yeah.
Beep almost dies here twice.
Oh, I'm getting stunned nonstop.
And that was like there wasn't bad. Like you guys went high ground, forced him off. Obviously, like unlucky people got booped, but again, that was not bad.
She did that a lot. It's annoying. I don't know if there's a way
Like
to stop it or not.
right there was good because you guys kind of you
Oh yeah, I
pushed. You guys
destroyed that
pushed
echo.
here.
Oh
Teammate
yeah, you
stayed
did.
with Dwayne. Kiddo stayed with them. You guys all pushed. Kiddo took space with his charge and killed their front line.
Yeah. This is one of those examples of high charges Arya hard carrying a fight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is this my? Oh yeah, this is why I think I primal raise them all up point here soon.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh wait, no, it's not.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
you died.
I got.
Wait, what?
I got still a whole
After
hog.
this,
Next fight then.
because everyone else dies except me and Beepo. I die, and then Beppo like primal rages
True.
everyone off a
I
bunch.
was alive. I
got
killed like
whole hog.
fucking 3
Okay.
of them.
Something I saw.
And then I died though.
Again, this is like you guys won the fight here, so you guys had space of all this, right? You guys owned everything, all this, right? Because you guys won the fight, so respawning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So um, instead of all sitting on cart, maybe have your tracer play right here, right? Your echo play up here, and then now they can't their Ash can't just jump up on here. Because the Ash can jump up in here, look at how isolated Dwayne has to play. Super far
Right.
back. And then Dwayne is all alone back here. You can't really get Pax bubbles. Granted, they don't have dive, but this still it still applies. And also Dwayne's LOS, like look where it cuts off. Like
Yeah.
nobody can push past this line. Like nobody can go here because then nobody's heals.
Well, we put past that.
So again, it's another thing to think
Mhm.
about if you're playing. Again, Beepo, again, setting up here is good because you're shooting the chokes, right? If you scout them and you know they're going over here, then same thing, go over here. But um, have your Tracer Echo, just play the high grounds before the fight starts. Just it's
Okay.
free space, it's free real estate.
Right. Free real estate.
Damn, nice whip shot.
Wait, what? When?
I think you whipped that Ash.
Oh yeah, I do hit her once, and then I don't hit her again.
Incoming the monkey.
Okay.
I'm like trying to follow Kiddo into the room and I get murdered.
Yeah, their DPS were just contesting me the whole time here, so I couldn't really help with the
Yeah.
fight.
It happens.
And then I decided to nano Beppo. Just a
And
little
I get it.
while. And it worked.
I had to juggle them. Jiggle, juggle, juggle, jiggle.
Like, because of their comp, and they can't punish like Dwang really. Like they can't dive him. Yes, and just play like your backline can just play so aggressive, and Kiddo's playing really aggressive, but the backline isn't really playing. Like this is a time where everybody should kind of be like teammate. You this is a time where you can like not leave your Ana in the dust, but like you don't have to
Leave her in the
like
Don't
dust.
I'm
have
not
to babysit as much.
yeah like I'm not saying you play right here and your Ana plays right here. What I'm saying is yeah maybe you play right here, but then your Ana plays like right here, for example. Um, because Kiddo is gonna have so much like Kiddo is gonna carry so much because Kiddo doesn't have to worry about them jumping on your Ana, and your Ana can just sit in the back and just heal, just like doesn't have to worry. Like
Pew,
it's just shoot, just get just you know
pew, pew.
whatever, pew pew.
Just go pew, pew, doing.
I
Too many
know.
dies here is no one's fault. Just you get shot, die, happens.
Unlucky.
People die when they get shot.
Yeah. Then me and Kiddo sit in the corner. Damn, I got fucked.
So again, Kiddo gets his ulti in, and then everybody's like, "Oh, have to use their alts," and then you guys just pop every alt, and then end up winning it from that.
I jumped into the fox.
I don't know. Last two fights were just kind of alt diff. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing you guys could have done to lost the last fight, but nothing you guys could have done to win, that fight there. Okay, so yeah, so now this is kind of even. I want to see where Dwayne is here. Okay, Dwayne's back here again. Like he's no pressure, so playing back here is fine. Kiddo, like you need to be playing a corner too. And Cart is not a corner. Like you need to be playing right here. And if you want to go aggressive, then you push out right here, and then like, or you kind of like play this corner like, right here, whatever it is. But you can't again Zarya, you can't just play out in the open. Same with Sigma, right? You because you can get not again you can't get dove because of the enemy team comp, but you can get punished really easily. That goes for every hero, right? People, you can't just stand right here. Like you can't just stand right here and expect to survive. Like you also have to play corners. Any hero, like straight up any hero. Like see like another like, comp thing, right? A lot of teams are like, oh my god, they have ball. Let's just everybody go counter ball. Everybody go super stand still. Ball can't dive anybody. And then most of the time you have Zen. This gives you a Ana. Like look how much value you get because the enemy team can't pressure the Ana. Seen go before this.
Uh-oh, it's my POV.
Like look at how much Dwayne does, because he's staying hard scoped, just shooting.
The
I missed my
Dwayne
sleep on the
POV.
Sig. Unlucky.
Everyone lived, so it's okay.
Like, and then the he just hard scopes there, standing still, healing and doing damage. And the only time he actually stopped doing that was when the Tracer pressured him.
And died.
But that's it, because they couldn't pressure him before. They had to swap to him. So Spuds ends there. So basically, let's just summarize here. Like, biggest things to work on. So we'll say
Don't int.
Seal Team Spuds. You know, big ideas. Next scrim, I want you guys really focusing on backline. Again, reading the enemy team comp. Is this a comp that is going to pressure our whatever? Are they going to pressure them? And like we all need to play stack together, or is this a team comp that's just gonna, like, they're playing snipers and we can just go forward into them. So I don't, like, me playing Brig doesn't really need to hard, protect her Ana. Most of the time the meta wise, basically playing against only ball. Monkey 2 is gonna be pretty good. So, more of the former. But again, what team comp? Backline need to play stacked, or do we need to play aggressive? That's kind of what backline. We'll play stacked. And then 2 will be divers.
No diving.
When do we engage? We'll say.
Yeah. Swiper, no swiping.
When do we? I don't know how to spell engage. Is that it, or is there a D?
I don't
You're
know.
right. You're right.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Okay. So this is
Nailed it. Nailed it.
basically divers. When do we dive? This is basically saying we're not diving. We're not just jumping in, right? We're
Mhm.
either waiting for them to dive our backline, right?
Mhm.
We're okay. They're jumping on us. We know that we can survive it because we have Zarya bubble, Brig Bash on. Okay, and another thing for the Ana player, don't try to, like, going through for big, like, antis on, like, the enemy team. Not really good. Just think about how OP anti plus uh what's Brig's thing, like, her passive when she
Armor
hits
pack.
somebody. No, like, no, when
Oh,
Brig
Inspire.
Inspire.
yeah, like just think about that. You have double, and like you have inspire times 2 when you anti yourself. So save your anti really when they dive you. So then you anti their ball,
Mhm.
and then you also, like, basically just get like infinite heals.
Mhm.
So then, like, Beepo and Tracer, when
Mhm.
they dive, you don't really have to worry about it. Tracer, again, you can poke up ball before he goes in, but once he goes in, just go into Zen or Ana or Brig if
Okay.
Brig's on. Think about that.
So if they dive, I dive.
Yeah, like, and if you're below, don't try and, like, chase the kill. If you're gonna trade, don't do it. Just
Okay.
back up, and then once they dive and then their ball has to run away, whatever they all have to run away. Then Kiddo friendly bubble throws friendly bubble. Kiddo starts sprinting at the enemy team. Beepo starts jumping at the enemy team with his bubble. Now he's all his cooldowns, and then that's just stuff, like, that's when you guys win most of the time. Um, and then we'll just go over some small stuff. So just gonna sector this off. We'll just delete it all. And then, so we'll say seal team spuds, micro. Um, uh, okay, so, okay, start kiddo charge, right? Right, bubble, monkey, bubble, tracer most of the time, right? Basically, bubble tracer, tracer triple blinks in, gets charged, very straightforward. Bubble monkey walks in, monkey does not jump in, monkey walks,
Got
and then
it.
monkey jumps back. Uh, and again, when am I doing this? I'm not doing it in the middle of the fight. I'm not doing it right as the fight's starting. I'm doing it like we're all regrouping, we're getting in position. Like they can't really dive us because they're all over the place. Like we're doing it so then when they actually do engage, we have uh, we have say like I have bubble to protect. I
Yeah.
put
Okay.
bubble mine on whatever. Um, we'll say tracer slash echo slash. Okay, actually, you know what? You're just gonna say scouting again. You guys know who you are. Tracer echo. Those are big ones, but anybody can do it. Brig. Make sure you're
Pick
looking
me.
around. Like you're playing Brigitte. You're not like you don't need to like tunnel vision on the enemy team. You're not shooting them at all. Like make sure you know where all around. You're looking at your surroundings. You know, okay, wait, their ball's not right in front of me. He's probably gonna be behind me. Let me check behind me every now and then. Check to the side of me. Let me check this high ground. Let me check this high ground. So he doesn't just have the jump on me.
Okay.
Tracer Echo. You guys are like playing high grounds to start the fight. Um, so you don't have like so you want to start high ground because then you guys don't have to use your cooldowns to get to high ground. Yes, and use your high grounds or your cooldowns to either go aggressive, back out, whatever it is. Um,
Me and Tracer want to be like at opposite angles.
um, perfectly, yes. But don't like go too in depth about it. As long
Okay.
as it's not like this comp is not winning off of different angles in that sense, where it's not like you're playing double sniper where you want the best silence for your Hanzo and the best silence for your Widowmaker, and then you guys kind of like whatever. This is more of a it's not more of a way to take different angles to get damage. It's more to deny space to just control that little area, so then the enemy team can't go onto it.
And to like scout, I guess.
Yeah, and to
Like,
scout, right?
different.
So I know they're coming through this choke. So now we can do Beepo positioning. I know they're going down main. So then Beepo's gonna go to the main choke, right? Beepo, like we'll say cleave position, right? This is you want to optimally on chokes because then that's when they all walk through. That's when you're zapping 4 or 5 people with your Tesla cannon. You're getting the most ult charge. You're getting the most damage done. Um, and this is a spot where you don't have to jump in to get value. You can start in a spot to get value.
Okay.
Anything else? We didn't really go too in depth about like certain cooldown. Like we didn't really go into like whatever armor packs, whatever it is. Mainly because I want like soccer being like the main brig player. Um, somewhat. Uh,
Brick chill.
E colon.
uh, I mean you can play Mercy if you want.
E-girl jail. E-girl jail.
I mean,
Um,
It's
I don't
jail either
know.
way.
okay, and we'll write that
Basically.
down.
If we can raid boss,
Which
that'll
do
be
you
better.
want, the
Uh,
fire or the poison?
Yeah, swap Mercy if enemy has 0 flankers. Okay, somebody screenshot this. And
I wrote it
post
all down.
Okay. Yeah, I already explained that to you. The reason Mercy's good is because again, Briggs doesn't need to protect anybody because nobody's going after the Ana, nobody's going after Joe in the block, so you can just kind of help your Echo get value. Um, that's kind of it. Anybody have any questions, anything like that?
One quick question is, if we want to play the Hanzo, will we go back to continuing with the Balzaria comp, or is there some other comp that we would play the Hanzo with?
Okay. Um.
If we wanted, or
So
do we just stick this comp only?
okay, okay, I think you guys should just kind of practice this comp for now.
Okay.
Again, I'm not saying practice this comp for eternity. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, yeah.
Saying spend a week, maybe 2 weeks if you guys need it on this. We know Death Knight can play Hanzo. We don't really need we're not saying
Yeah.
like Death Knight needs to practice Hanzo or anything
Yeah,
like
no, no,
that.
no.
This isn't like a hard Hanzo meta. If you guys want on like long range maps, Hanzo Tracer is really good. Hanzo Echo's pretty good. The problem with Hanzo Echo with you guys is if you guys want Death Knot being your Hanzo player, then we're kind of need to teach Seraph Echo, which is kind of the blue. So
Mhm.
Hanzo Tracer is what you guys are doing, which is sniper map. So Hanzo
Yeah.
Tracer is, no, I don't know why I said practice. What does that even mean? But Hanzo, right? What does he want to do? He wants to play from range, right?
Mhm.
So you can't just sub Hanzo in with Monkey Zarya because
Okay.
Monkey Zarya does not want to play range where Hanzo does.
We just keep it for the long range shit.
Yeah, like long range maps again.
Yeah.
Good synergies, right? Sig's good because Sig wants to poke. Sig has a shield. Even with the nerfs, the playstyle nerfs that Sigma has, like Sigma in like sniper maps, he wasn't really repositioning his shield that much, right? He kind of threw his shield up, let his snipers get value, and he drops it to go to the next tiger and whatever it is. He's not kind of like dropping it and then pushing up with the supports and then doing that. Um, he's not really like, rotating with it. So Sigma's not really worse in those scenarios. Again, yeah. So long maps. So we're thinking like payloads, but Junkertown, Havana, Rialto even. Yeah, so basically most payloads. Maybe Sanctuary, but honestly, if I were you guys, I'd probably just practice Monkey Zarya because it's gonna guys take you a couple times to get like the really big
Yeah.
fundamentals down, and then I started experimenting with Hanzo. Again, it's not like Tranks next week or anything like that. You guys have some time to get Monkey Zarya in the bag and get really good at it, so you guys have it,
So that we can have Hanzo in our pocket.
and then you guys are it's 2-1 in the series and going to the fourth map.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Death Note pulls out the Hanzo and
Yeah.
they have no idea, whatever it is.
Technically, preseason's almost in a week.
But honestly, if I were you guys, I do not care about preseason
Yeah.
whatsoever.
True.
It's just more practice.
Yeah, it's
Practice
just
games. is
again,
what it is.
it's just scrims
Practice and show off your team
with
basically
it's
to
just
the league.
scrims with drama. That's what it is.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. So anybody have any other questions?
None that I can think of right now.
Um, Death Knot. I know I said I'd VOD of you. But since I did this today, we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, just whenever, man.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
fine.
get some ranked VODs or something like that.
Yeah, I'll get you some of that.
Of like
I thought I
Tracer or
had
whatever it is.
some already, but they're
Uh,
gone already.
just trying and anybody really try to get me like close games. Don't get me hard rolls or anything like that. Try to get those heroes that I said in that little sheet I made. Again, if you want to practice other heroes, by all means, I'll help you out. Yeah, that's basically it. Anybody have any questions? Just DM me.